Are you serious? Saudi Arabian women just want to drive cars. They just want to be able to drive the car to the grocery store. They want to go down and pick up little Johnny from school. They just want to be able to run their errands and live a normal life. But they're not allowed to, because in Saudi Arabia, under the mighty monarchy of this Muslims, they have a kingdom. And that kingdom says, women, you're not allowed to drive. And if you go anywhere, you have to be escorted by a guardian. A male has to drive you to and from wherever you're to go. And when you go, you need to completely be covered from head to toe. Completely be covered in the burkas. Completely with the veils. You can't drive. You have to cover up when you go somewhere. You have to ask for permission to go somewhere. You have to have a guardian's permission. You have to have a male escort. You have no freedom there. That's called Sharia law. But the liberals in America, they're so giddy about Chrislam. That's right, the blending of Christianity and Islam, a one world faith. This initiative began with former Prime Minister Tony Blair of England and former President Bill Clinton. The two of them came together and created an interfaith initiative. They call it Face to Faith. Its purpose was to bring people into the realization that maybe we could all get along. Peace could be achieved, because everyone has this false belief that the reason there's wars in the world is because of religion. No, it's not because of religion. It's because of good and evil. It's because of Christ and Satan. It's because of God and his angels and the fallen demon angels, the fallen spirits, the aliens of darkness that come and torture the soul and the inner consciousness of man, finding the cricks and the cracks and the crevices of the human existence and polluting the mind of our youth and destroying the very consciousness of the being we are as a people. Now listen. Tony Blair and Bill Clinton created an interfaithism, what they call Face to Faith. It's a faith globalization initiative. It started by creating a new curriculum, and it was launched from Harvard and Oxford universities. After 4 years of using them in those two fine institutions, it was then taken and spread across the Ivy League, and now across many, many, many universities. If you want to be a psychology major, you probably will take a couple courses in Tony Blair, Bill Clinton's interfaithism. It's to teach us how to get to Sharia law. Because ladies, you think you want your freedom, you don't want Sharia law. It's a lie. Freedom is the freedom to speak, the freedom to express, the freedom to assemble, the freedom to worship. You don't have that in Sharia law. You won't have that in the New World Order. You'll have oppression. You'll have depression. You'll have imprisonment. You'll have murder and death. You'll have control of the population. You will not have access to the freedoms you have right now. Oh, you can make fun of preachers like me. You can say that guys like Alex Jones have just lost their rocker. You can attack, if you want to, Jack Van Impe. You can have a problem with Ken Wheeler. But I'm here to tell you right now, we're telling you the truth, that we are living on the brink of the beast. And if you need to give your heart to Jesus Christ, let me just say it to you this way. I beg you to get saved. I ask you to give your heart to Jesus. I implore you, it's the right thing to do. All the women in Saudi Arabia want to do is just drive a car.